What's up, board game people? The year is coming to an end and we're getting so many awesome end-of-the-year updates, look-backs, and teases for 2023. This has been a huge year for the channel and a huge year in games. 2023 promises to be even bigger. Thank you to my Patreons whose support is helping me get the much-needed equipment for the channel. I don't accept money from game companies, so support of any kind from viewers is the lifeblood of the channel, and it helps keep me independent, unfiltered, and allows me the freedom to speak my mind. Live on Kickstarter, I really only am following one campaign at the moment. The Soul Last Days of a Star insert and reprint campaign is going strong and more than 200% funded, and it's entering the last week. This game was a breath of fresh air for me. It offers great replayability, tactical strategy, and enough twists and turns to keep you coming back for more. I have a full preview video coming up later this week. There isn't anything that I know of hitting crowdfunding this week, but be sure and let me know if you have something I should look at. And now, let's get to the news. SAS Rogue Regiment ended their run on Kickstarter this week, topping out at over £200,000, and the vast majority of backers opting to take the Black Ops All-In pledge. It's rare to see this high of a percentage go with the All-In, but if you were interested in backing the All-In, it was priced reasonably and included a good bit of value. They're taking a short holiday break, then the work begins. More solid updates and news for the Pledge Manager will come after New Year's. Production for The Witcher Old World is ongoing and has been consolidated into a nifty little graphic for us. English and Polish language versions are currently being assembled at the factories and will be hitting the seas before the hard stop of Chinese New Year's. A second batch of other languages will begin production in February of 2023 and make their way to the boats in March. There's an English rulebook linked in the update for anyone interested, and they were kind enough to include an exhaustive list of the card sizes for each box for sleevers wanting to prepare. This game honestly has way more cards than I expected. Batman Escape from Arkham Asylum has posted a few more pre-campaign updates. The first covers game dynamics. They describe the game as a semi-cooperative dungeon crawler for 1 to 5 players. You choose a player, an escape plan, build the map, and play. The update walks through how a turn flows and the different phases of a turn. The other update sets the focus on the cards, walking us through the character cards, item cards, tip-off cards, event cards, and adversary cards. All the cards are wonderfully themed and help build the picture of the game. And of course, while I was writing this, another update was released, this time showing off Two-Face. Again, the miniature is astounding, and the painted version really shows off the fine details. Batman Escape from Arkham Asylum will be launching on Gamefound on January 24th. The zombies are back just in time for Christmas, or New Year's, or whatever you're celebrating in the next week. Escape from Stalingrad Z has reopened the Pledge Manager for another week, allowing you to upgrade or late pledge if you want a copy. We got a short Happy Holidays from the Euthia Resurrected campaign. They'll return in the new year with more updates. Victor has a wonderful update out for Dungeons of Doria. In between battling his normal day job, he was able to get the files over to Hope Games, and they're currently manufacturing the prototype, and it should be completed in very early January. He shared quite a few of the proofs with us, and a little secret he's been keeping. They had extra cards in the door event deck, and they didn't want to design any more door events. Instead, they added more traps. The final version of the game, both production copies and the print and play, will include 30 extra loot cards, many of them traps and events. Room events are being finished up now, with only 20 remaining to be written and proofed. Oh wait, they're done, and available on the Google Drive now. They used an extra page from the room events booklet to include a room overview showing all of the rooms. In the additional digital booklet for scenarios, they're including a few pages about how to create your own. More greatness to come soon. The Elden Ring campaign gave us a quick little goodie for those who backed and planned on gifting the pledge to someone. They came up with some great gift certificates you could print out and give as the ultimate way to let that lucky someone know the game is on the way. I printed them out and papered them all over my neighborhood, but everyone seemed really confused. Etherfields Language Wave 2 has entered the inspection and assembly stage of the project. It seems these containers will be picked up and shipped before Chinese New Year's. They're hoping to start delivery in early February. Another priority update from Final Girl. We now have expected dates for the containers braving the winter seas. In Asia, they will be delivered by truck to VFI for fulfillments in the coming weeks. Australia and New Zealand should see their containers hit port around January 13th. In the EU, they should arrive around January 27th. In the US, Canada, and the rest of the world, they should arrive in port in the US around January 29th, and then Canada and the rest of the world will ship to their home countries in a few weeks. In the UK, they're hoping to have it in port around February 14th. Music for the game is now available in the Fabler app, and there's a 2-month free subscription offer with the code FINALGIRL2. Just a hint, wait to use that code until your Wave 2 gets here. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is keeping the news flowing. This time they're giving us a quick look at the details for the Inferno expansion, or really a few of the miniatures, which you will be getting with it. They've noted a few rule changes, such as the addition of another column to the battle board, which is a great and welcome addition. They've also added the defense action. The combat board now folds and has some information about unit movement types added to it. They updated the look of the town board to make it much cleaner, and the hero cards are now double layered with space for the faction cubes placed when leveling up. And last, they gave us an art dump to keep us entertained until the next update. This one is quickly moving up my most anticipated game list for sure. The pledge manager for Wonder LaCluck's Revenge is coming in late January. They'll be using Backerkit, anyone who pledged any amount will get an invite, and it'll be open for late backers as well. Shipping will be charged at a later date when they have better estimates. The Kickstarter exclusive treasure card will be a level 2 weapon treasure card. Next, they will be voting on the name of the weapon. This month, we got a very welcome update from the Dark Quarter crew. The main topic of the update is diversity within the game. Diversity has been a goal and a theme from the very beginning with Dark Quarter. They want people of all types to find someone they truly resonate with in the game. To accomplish this, they've tried to be aware of the goal from every level, from the art to the character design and writing. This update, they're showing off some of the people of Dark Quarter. People of all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds, beliefs, and sexualities. Check out the update for yourself and spend some more time with their fantastic art. It's going to be a very busy January for Sea of Legends. They plan to launch the app on the app stores, and the Pledge Manager should be going live. More to come soon, but they're wishing everyone a great holiday season. Horrible Guild dropped an update about the Queen's Dilemma campaign. Writing of the main story and lore is coming along quite well and exploring many new aspects of the world of Ankist. The King's Dilemma video game will be released soon, and they're contacting backers to get the name they'd wish to have appear in the credits. This update also contains some shots of the first production samples for the game. Many things will change, and these samples are just that. They're not prototype pieces. They're to help nail down the details more than anything. Their team sends their best wishes for the holidays, and they'll be back with more news soon. More component samples have arrived for Skyrise, and things are looking shiny. The gold accented cards are certainly a nice touch, and we get a look at the many wooden components in this update. Still in progress are the 3D map, the wash for the buildings, plastic samples, and the final box prototype. Solar 175 is sliding in with their December update for the game. The final production copy of Solar 175 has arrived, and freight should begin soon. They're busy taking lots of shots of the game and components to share. They still hope to have your games to you on schedule, but COVID and Chinese New Year could still cause issues. The hope is that they'll have the game shipped ahead of Chinese New Year. They left us with another teaser for the next game set in the Solar 175 universe. In Frosthaven news, tens of thousands still do not have their copy. In the meantime, you can check out the latest how to play videos for the game you don't have. You can also download and swipe left and mostly right on the companion app brought to you by Lucky Duck Games. The bulk of this update outlines the patch notes for the initial launch and the planned updates through February. I'm sure we'll all get our games by summer or so. I know I'm down for Hot Haven. The Nutcrackers over at Earth Under Siege Flashpoint take their holidays seriously. If you've been bad this season, you won't get coal, you'll get lead. Well, I promise to do better and perhaps be nicer next year, but don't hold your breath. Masters are on the way for the miniatures, and they'll be sharing quality photos soon. The Pledge Manager is still planned to close at the end of January, and they're working on getting shipping quotes updated from their various partners. They're also hoping to share some of the art for the World Killer tiles very soon. There's a new update for Middara out with a bit of a timeline and some interesting news. They're wanting to present an honest timeline for each new update to help backers quickly see where they're at in a specific area of the project. In this timeline, I see they've slipped 1 week on getting the plastic files delivered to the manufacturers. They're on track for Wave 1 reprint, on track for the Lupercalia Resins 2023 set, on track for the shipping of the 2022 and 2023 Lupercalia sets, and there's a last call coming for the Pledge Manager. Basically, plastic was delivered a bit late, and they're sharing a few renders for us to see. The resin kits are looking quite nice, and they're working on the printed material for those. The update goes on to show a spoiler that I won't get into here. It talks about new rules for the spoiler and then goes into showing off a few of the items that are looking awesome, and I know I want to find them for my playthrough. Last but not least, they're gearing up to offer one more reprint of Wave 1 content with minor updates. I'm guessing that is when they will reopen the Pledge Manager. Nanolith squeaked in before my news cutoff to wish everyone a happy holidays and let us know that the next update will be early 2023 with a look back at 2022 and a huge preview of 2023. Zerywia is also wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and thanking everyone for the opportunity to create such an expansive project all within the EU, or specifically Poland. They will be back next week with a full update. The new Agemonia update is showing off the new box design and it looks spectacular. This is one that's sure to stand out and call to you on the shelf. Their progress chart inches along with levels 4, 5, and the app making gains this month. They're still targeting shipping for Q3 of 2023. They gave us a teaser for the scenario Cave of Happiness and a preview of the books included with the game. Finally, we got a look at some of the artifact cards. We got a bonus update from Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and giving us a quick stroll down memory lane. They're showing us the concept to Kickstarter version of the player mats. Dawn of Madness is still set for release in 2023, and this update shows the exact progress on all the wanderers in the game. Emily is 100% complete. Catherine is almost writing and mechanically complete, and her art and component layout still need a bit of work. Claude closely mirrors the progress of Catherine. Linus is still the straggler with the most work still to do, but progress is being made. Kingdom Death Monster dropped a holiday update with a tidbit of news and some teases for the future. First, they teased the updates coming next year for the Abyssal Woods. They give us a wonderful look at the 3D Showdown board, then the good stuff. Poots did not forget about the Ringtail Fox expansion and is teasing it for some time in the 21st century. The expansion tease reads, "Not now, not anytime soon, but one day let's hide from a blushing owl in our secret tunnels at its greatest depths in a sunken castle." And there's definitely going to be some spooky stuff in there. For Primal the Awakening, they're on track with the updated timeline from Update 40. They continue to work hard on the campaign book, proofreading, and graphic finalization. Miniature manufacturing is continuing at full speed as well. They're also holding a Christmas giveaway of some of the prototype resins. Anyone that's a member of the Kickstarter or their social media groups has a chance to win. The drawing is on January 10th. They're also taking a vote on which new monster to add to the Tabletop Simulator demo. Finally, they lay out plans for next year. The first half of the year is dedicated to getting the game in backers' hands. After that, they're excited to begin development of more of the Primal universe. So it seems there's more great things to come from Primal and Reggie Games. This week, there's only a little bit of retail news. First up, Modifius has released 2 Fallout Wasteland Warfare 3D printable terrain kits. The first set is the Red Rocket gas station, and the set looks phenomenal. I have a small collection of Fallout items, and this would go perfect in that collection. For me, it's a must. The second set is a pack of Art Deco statues. These look good, but I don't know where I'd use them at the moment. Both sets are available for around $20 each. Coming soonishly to Marvel Crisis Protocol, Beta Ray Bill and Ulluk have been announced. Both of them hail from the early Thor comics, and while they may be a bit of a deep reach, the minis are fantastic and they should make an awesome addition to the Asgard affiliation. That should put a nice, tiny, but epic bow on the news for 2022. It's crazy to think about it, but our next news video will be the first of 2023. Later this week, I have a full preview video coming for Soul, The Last Days of a Star, and a few other surprises up my sleeve. Please consider subscribing to help our little channel grow. We'd love to have you as a part of our gaming community. We're still voting for the Critical Fail Viewers' Choice Awards for 2022. There are only a couple of huge categories remaining, and one opens for voting today. Head over to the Community tab and check out all the categories open for voting. They only stay open for 7 days, so get your votes in now. If you'd like to support my channel and my work, check out my Patreon page linked in the video description. You get behind-the-scenes looks, early access to previews, and so many more awesome benefits. Even $1 helps to keep the channel growing. A huge thank you to everyone watching and commenting throughout 2022. You're what has made this channel a huge success in 2022, and I promise there's so much more coming in 2023. I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday season, and I'll talk to you all very soon.